Here's how to make an electronic K-pop beat on FL Studio. Let's jump straight in. There's a ton of different genres in K-pop, so it's almost impossible to characterize it into one type of beat and create a tutorial. However, there is a very specific sound that K-pop tracks use. This here is an A major chord with some interesting revoicing going on. Essentially, this here is the chord we're using, A major, where we've shifted notes up and down octaves and added new notes from these three notes. This here is an A sharp major chord, again with just some different revoicing going on. So we have an A major chord and an A sharp major chord. This gives us this sound for the chords. For the preset I'm using for this sound, I'm using the bright saw key from my plugin Grain X4, which is one of my favorite sounds. Then we can layer this with other presets. I'm using a pad preset. This specifically is a morph preset inside of Grain X4, and there's a ton of these. This uses some super cool functionality, which involves an LFO modulating morph mode, which means it randomly changes between which samples are playing the chords. And we can control this morph mode by adjusting the type of wave we're using down here. I'm using random to create a super glitchy texture. Here's how this sounds. I then have one last preset I'm using. This is a multi-pad inside of Grain X4 because it uses multiple different sounds. And finally, we're going to take the root notes of our chords and use a lead. Again, to create that glitchy sound, I'm going to use a morph lead. And finally, we'll take the root notes of the chords and add a bass line. I'm using a sub bass preset, which doesn't have any high end, so it won't interfere or clash with the other pad and key sounds. You probably won't be able to hear this if you're listening to this on phone speakers. Now, most K-pop tracks have a ton of energy, so we want to add a super glitchy lead pattern. I've created this pattern, which uses notes inside the A major scale. Here's how this sounds on its own. Pretty boring. We can go onto the channel rack and we can send this to a mixer track where we can then add these effects. I've added this thermal preset and this portal one. Here's how it now sounds with effects. We can then right click up here and go to render as audio clip. We can then go to our channel rack, open up the audio clip and drag this into the playlist. I then went up here, selected the slice tool and started chopping this up to create something that I like the sound of. I then sent this to its own mixer track, added a decapitator, which is a distortion plugin, and some reverb. Here's how this sounds. This now sounds super unique, which is great for the style of track we want. Now it's time to get to work on the drums. It gets pretty interesting with these. We're going to lay down a simple pattern. All of these drum sounds are from my Listen Up drum kit, specifically from the K-pop section. We've got this kick pattern, where we sent this to a mixer track and added a decapitator. We've got this snare, this open hat, this perk, this closed hat, and this ride. I then selected a mixer track for every single drum by pressing Ctrl, Shift and left click and dragging over all of the mix tracks that the drums were sent to, and then right clicked down here and selected route to this track only. So all of the drums were now routed to one mixer track where I could add this thermal distortion preset. Here's how these now sound. But we're not done there. I then exported all of these drums and ran them for a separate thermal preset, then rendered that result and got this sound, which sounds pretty horrible on its own. But when you add it alongside the drums, sounds like this. I thought it was pretty cool, so I added it to the track. Then finally, between the different sections of the track, the hooks, the verses, etc., we're going to add transition effects. We can then also layer down lifters and impact sounds and melodic transition effects. We just need to make sure that these are pitched to the same key as the beat. For the mixing of the track, it's super important to level everything, and we can also use a soft clipper on the master to give that distorted, punchy sound. I've also got an O-tone on my master. This is just to make it as loud as possible. And here's how the final track sounds. By the way, if you want access to Grain X4, then make sure to check it out while it's 70% off, linked in the description of this video. It has over 400 presets, so make sure to check it out.